serve us well over the course of the season. We're battle tested. Love where guys are at right now, and we'll just move on.
Zach, in the scenario in regulation before Evan kicked the 57-yarder, did you think at all of going for it? Did you feel that was comfort, at least comfort range, to at least get the kick off? Yeah,
it's going towards the city. That's the side we felt a little better towards, just in pregame with a little bit of the wind we had. And so, again, we've got a lot of faith in Evan from those distances. And, there were some runs right before those kicks just because, as you guys have seen, you don't want him to get knocked out of field goal range, anything silly that can happen. And we've just got a lot of faith in him going both ways. So, we've got a lot of faith in Evan, and we'll continue to do that going forward. That second one almost went over the uprights. It hit the top of the upright there from however many yards out. He's got a strong leg, and we believe in him. He's going to hit a lot of those.
From your vantage point, what happened with the Joe Burrow interception?
I didn't talk to him about it because we just had to rebound and be ready for a missed kick there. It's just one of those plays. I'm certain he would want to have it back. He just didn't see the backside guy. But anyway, we got to move on from it. But I'm sure that's one that he'll want to have back.
How would you evaluate the offense as a whole today?
We made plays when we needed to. There were some lulls there in the first half when we were just trying to get a first down and couldn't quite get in that rhythm. We had a 3rd and 1 stop right out the gate on a quarterback sneak, and just some plays like that. We weren't in unmanageable situations. Just couldn't quite get in that rhythm. And in the second half, it seemed like we had much longer possessions and kind of got on a flow and called the game the way we wanted to.
Coach, that seemed to be that first 3rd and 1. That kind of set the tone for the day. I think you might have had 5 or 6 32s or less, and just couldn't seem to. I mean, it had to be frustrating over there watching that you just 32s and you couldn't seem to keep the drive.
Yeah, those are the positions you want to be in. You want to keep it in the 3rd and 5 and less, and we certainly feel a lot of confidence there. And today, we didn't always make it happen there.
When you're right on the cusp of field goal range, how do you balance throwing the ball versus running the ball? It seemed like you ran.
I'm sorry. Whatever's going on back there.
When you're right on the cusp of field goal range, how do you balance throwing the ball versus running the ball? And just what was the reason there seemed to be a lot of runs when you were on the cusp today?
Well, at the end particularly, when it's a game-winning field goal. I think that's the difference. Had it been in a normal part of the game, you'd be more aggressive because we want to go score the touchdown. And we just felt like Evan was going to give us an opportunity to win, so let's put him in a good position to do it. And just didn't go our way today.
The third and one in overtime where Joe hit Chase along the great catch along the sideline.
Yeah.
Did he check to that, or was that the call, the kind of deepest shot?
That was called. Yeah, it was just a go route. Yeah, Jamar made a great play. We called a lot of go routes today, and Jamar made the play, maybe on all of them. So again, that was just he's a tough receiver to cover one-on-one, and Joe did a great job taking the opportunities that they gave him there.
Zach, was that about the workload you wanted for Joe, or you thought Joe Mixon could handle because the ankle? Was there more maybe for him, or just the way it worked out?
Yeah, he got a decent amount of snaps. They weren't all carries, but that was about what I'd planned going into the game. 10 to 15 carries, and I think he was kind of in the middle there.
Joe, Zach, what was going through your mind when Joe takes the big hit in the first half, late in the first half, and he's running for the ball, they're running for the first down. What was going through your head, the hit he takes?
Well, you just don't know what it is. You don't know if he gets the wind knocked out of him, or so you just don't know. So I tried not to let myself think of anything. Just get over there, assess the situation. It happens with a lot of guys. A lot of guys are down and end up getting up. So I just don't let my mind go there, and he got up and he was good.
I know you guys aren't going to talk about moral victories or anything like that. You kind of touched at the beginning about this serving you guys well as it goes along. I mean, to be here and be within off the upright and over the flag away from beating the 2-time NFC Championship title game player guys, I mean, does that give you something? Do you think that serves you at this point anything beyond just a tough loss?
We expected to win this game going into it. We expected as it played out. We didn't need a moral victory to show us that we're capable of beating great teams in this league. We just want to win them, and put ourselves in better positions. But again, sometimes when it comes down to something like that, that's just football. There's a lot of teams that each week walk off the field and they feel like there was just an inch here or there that would have made the difference. And today it just didn't go our way. And again, it hurts to lose, but we got to pick ourselves up and go on the road next week and go play a great game against Detroit.
How would you evaluate Burrow as a whole on the day?
I thought he was pretty good. I think he made some critical plays where he extended plays, ran a quarterback draw in a critical moment for a first down, a huge first down. And, overall was pretty accurate. Just like any game, when you throw the ball 35-plus times, I'm sure there's a couple throws he'd want back. And but again, he's just so consistent. That might happen once a half maybe. but it doesn't worry you because it's just he saw something that maybe didn't happen and went to somebody else, and we just move on to the next play. So he's just a quarterback that's so consistent with how he sees the defense and his accuracy that there's never a time this year that I've ever had concerns about anything he's seeing or throwing.
Besides the fact that Devontae Adams is just a really good player, what was he doing or what were the Packers doing offensively that allowed him to give the defense such fits? And is Jesse Bates, okay, we saw him get knocked down at the end, but it looked like he got up.
Yeah, I don't have the answer on Jesse yet, but 16 targets is a lot, and that's guys, he's one of the best receivers to play this game. I've thought that for a long time since he came out of Fresno. He's a tremendous player. He's got great chemistry with that quarterback. And there were some times Aaron was able to buy some time, and it's hard to cover a premier receiver for some of the stuff he was doing down the field, and that's life, and they got one of the quarterbacks who's one of the great extenders of plays in this league. That's just what he does. He can see it. He can buy time. He can allow his guys to get open, and he's such a strong arm and so accurate down the field. You saw it in the San Francisco game, to get him back in it. Some of the throws he made were very similar to what Devontae caught today, and that's life, and we had our opportunities today, but he's a great player, and they both made some great plays, and that's going to happen. We just can't let it get frustrated and move on to the next snap and try to get some stops. And our defense did. They held them out of the end zone like they've done all year. Their red zone defense was good enough to win today. Holding them to field goals gave us an opportunity to win, and again, we just didn't get it done.
2 more minutes. Is that when it comes to building a team that's capable of going for making a playoff run in December, is there anything specifically outside of knowing that you guys can fight and all of that you learned today, even in a loss?
I think every phase stepped up. We had a good return from Brandon in the kick return game. The defense bowed up and made some plays that were critical. The offense moved the ball and put us in position to win. Guys made explosive plays when we needed someone just to step up and make a play. I knew that stuff. That's not a surprise to me. I think we're a good football team, and I don't care whether or not we prove that to anybody today. We've known it. We're disappointed that we didn't get it. We just got to move on to next week.
Did it feel like a measuring stick game to you at all coming into this, that you guys would kind of figure out where you were at against a really quality opponent?
No, we had a lot of respect for them. Let me say that, and that we were going to have to play well because they've got one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. And anytime you play one of those guys, you have to play well to win the game. And again, we gave ourselves an opportunity. We just didn't go our way.
I know hindsight is 20/20 for you looking back, but do you look back at some of those tough spots where you kicked the longer field goals and now look back on it and wish you would have been more aggressive, or are you still pretty comfortable with running the ball there and taking your chances with the longer field goals?
No, I think at the time, because if I remember, there was two maybe one we punted and one we went for and got, if I'm not mistaken. So again, you wrestle with those decisions sometimes, but felt comfortable at the time that we were making the right decisions.
All right, Coach, what do you got?
Okay, thank you.
Evan, what did you see on that last field goal there?
I honestly, I was celebrating before the ball, I guess, curved to the left. But for me, what I saw is I struck it really well, and I saw it going right down the middle. So I guess you could say I kind of know whenever it's going to go in, and that was one of those moments. And so I was kind of celebrating with Kevin when it hit a hard left. And so, I couldn't really tell you. Maybe a big gust of wind caught it right at the last second, but I struck it well. I'm upset about it, but there's nothing really I can do about it now. Just kind of move on to Detroit and next kick. And just we're preparing for Detroit and go up there and get a good road win.
What were the conditions like down there? Was it particularly gusty? Was it difficult to get into it? What was it like?
The wind wasn't too bad. I know today it was supposed to stay around 10 to 15. And what I felt, if any, was a little into my face. I didn't really feel like it was right to left, and so I wasn't really. I thought there was no chance I was really missing left. If anything, I thought the wind was blowing left to right, and so I guess as you could say, when the ball turned left, kind of caught me off guard. And honestly, I thought the refs were playing a game with us whenever I looked down there and they were doing the no good motion. Honestly thought they were playing a game because I struggled really well and I was real confident that
You pay attention as the offense is driving down the field. Like, what do you do, and what's your routine and process like?
I mean, I'm kind of normally just in the net, practice kicks, and then when it gets down to second and third down, it's whenever I kind of just walk towards the offense and get ready just in case we kick. So, I mean, that's my routine. Good. Appreciate y'all.
Thanks, Evan.
Yep.
Thanks for coming out.
scramble drill, something we work on at practice. Ended up happening in the game. I seen Joe run out to the other side of the field. I just kept my eyes on Joe and ran to the other side like he did.
We just, go ahead.
How tough was that to haul that in? Because it looked like it almost went right by his hand. Did he touch it at all when it came by?
I don't think he touched that at all, to be honest. It went straight through his arms, just like a distraction drill, really.
We just learned that Burrow's going to the hospital with a throat contusion. Do you have any idea what happened? Did you see anything?
I don't know anything that was going on with Joe, honestly. Wish I did know, but I have no answer for that.
Could he speak during the game?
Yeah,
Did you talk to him after the game?
yeah.
What did he tell you? What was the conversation like?
Just talking about, the game, just saying how we could have got better. We played a hell of a game, honestly. We just talking about, we just gotta let this game go. We played our hearts out and just gotta let the game go to the next game and went on the road.
Is he hoarse at all or having trouble speaking?
I don't think he was, no.
You're talking about moving on. I know you don't want to lose, but when you go toe-to-toe with a team like the Packers in overtime, what positives can you take from this? Improve something at all?
Only positive I can say we could take from this is just the effort we gave tonight, especially against that duo we played against tonight, you know what I'm saying? Can't say nothing but, congratulations to our guys for putting in that much effort,
Evan said he started celebrating when he thought that second field goal he thought was good. Were you celebrating there too, or did you see the official signal?
No, I wasn't celebrating until I seen the rough hands up.
That last catch you made, Jamal, I think it was a third. I'm trying to remember now. It looked like I don't know, was it a back shoulder or what was that?
It was a go ball. I'm on the same page with Joe. If he's over top, we thinking back shoulder. If he's behind, then we throwing it down the field. It was just a back shoulder ball, and I adjusted to it really well.
I'm sorry. Zach said that was particularly particularly effective there. Was there anything they were doing that kind of the goal ball seemed to be effective? Any reason why?
We had a bunch of opportunities to take advantage of the go ball. I think I had about 4 downfield today. One of them, DB called back up to me. He was beat. He was thinking slant. The other one, just hard adjustment to get to it. And, the other 2, I think just like back shoulders. I caught one, and the other one was out of bounds or something. So we had a lot of opportunities to hit goals. We was just trying to mix it up on what we wanted to do, stops, goals, ends, outs, you know what I'm saying? We're just mixing it up to get the defender to compress us so we could go over top.
Is there anything schematically that y'all saw that made y'all want to go attack the offense vertically with a bunch of goes?
We're thinking that every game, not just because the team they have. We're doing that every game. Doesn't matter who the defenders are. So.
You hit 2 goals, right? You hit 2 of the 4.
Say it again?
So you hit 2 of the 4, right?
Yes, yeah.
That surprised you at all? 3rd and 1, backed up in your own end in overtime, that they call a go ball?
No, I'm expected for a go ball any moment, every moment. That's one of the reasons why they got me. I'm a deep defender, a deep threat. So whenever they say going deep, that's something I get happy for. You know what I mean? So that's my job.
So is it disappointing 3rd and 2 when you guys are on that edge of field goal range and they just run it up the middle right before Evans missed? Were you looking to be a little more aggressive there?
I would like to be more aggressive. Yeah, could have did like an easy little flat route. You know what I'm saying? Just to get the first and kept the chains moving. But maybe they seen something different. I'm not the coach, so I'm not saying anything wrong.
Did Devontae Adams say anything to you after the game?
No, I went up to him and asked for his jersey because he's one of my idols, of course. Randall Cobb told me great job. A couple of more guys told me great job. Aaron Jones. So a couple of receivers. Number 13, I don't really know his name. So a couple of the little guys told me I did good today.
What was it like watching Adams? I think you guys have double teamed him, but I didn't seem to.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
One of the best receivers in the league. It's hard to double somebody like that when he's the best receiver in the league, and he just showed why. But the only time I was watching him, I was just trying to watch his releases coming off the ball. He gets so much separation, which makes his route down the field much easier.
You he grant your request? Did he give you the jersey?
I don't have it yet. How about that?
Did he want yours?
No, I don't know. Good question. Great question. I don't know. I'm gonna give it to him anyway.
Zach said y'all struggled offensively at great rhythm in the first half. What was the case behind that, you think?
Yeah, we did have a little struggle. We was getting pressure back there on Joe. First 2 drives, we just didn't, get the opportunity to get Joe protected enough to make downfield throws, short throws, and stuff like that.
He takes that big hit on the scramble. I mean, what's going through your mind at that point?
I don't know. I told him don't scare me like that again. I told him slide. He need to start sliding.
You think he knows how to slide?
Yeah, he did it later in the game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He knows how to slide. He just hard-headed.
Well, how much better do you think, even though you lost the game, this will make you later in the season when you're playing a lot of division leaders and teams that have Super Bowl aspirations?
I think we can go really far with this team. You know what I mean? Our defense is playing great ball right now. Honestly, I want to say that because they're keeping us in a game with great teams. You know what I'm saying? Like on the road in Pittsburgh, this game. So our defense is holding it down for the offense. They're giving us the ball back and opportunities, making plays, and we just got to capitalize on stuff like that. When we have the ball, we got to take advantage of it, put a dagger in them, kill them, and go home happy.
Brian Callahan said that you are a guy that they'd like to get between 10 to 15 targets per game. Today you had 10. Do you expect to get about 10 targets per game now in this offense?
I don't know how to answer that, honestly, because I'm just trying to play my role. I know I'm a rookie and all. I'm just trying to play my role and just, make this team go as I go. This is Joe's team. I'm on Joe's back. So I'm just here to play my role, make plays, and, hopefully that's ended up making team win. But I just want to play my role.
Jamar, what's it like for you guys on the side to watch? They have a chance to win it, they miss. You guys are back in the game. You got a chance, you miss it.
Yeah.
They get another chance within 2 minutes, and then in overtime. What's that like for you guys on the side?
It's just time to put a dagger on them like that, man. Like, you're getting opportunities to, get the ball back and punish them. That's when we got to do it. We got to be disciplined enough to not hold, you know what I'm saying, make the catch, fight for extra yards sometimes. Like, when it matters, we gotta know what's the down and distance and take care of it.
Well, it seems like you guys are far, it seems like when it gets to be 3rd and 2, I think you guys have maybe 8 shots with 33 or less. Is that frustrating to be so close and not able to keep the drives going? Manageable.
We want to be close like that. Being close to the sticks are where you want to, bring out some of your quick game plays, and then you can make out run plays. But you always want to be close as possible to the stick, just to make it easier on your call.